As I said, the Aramco IPO was the Crown Prince's idea, and he was so convinced with the idea that he fired anyone who tried to highlight what may go wrong. According to one report, he tried every trick in the book to get the valuation he wanted. He bullied company managers. He courted major investors and global investment banks. When they were not able to get the job done, the kingdom took a different approach. A situation where the Crown Prince will be able to control all the pieces of the chessboard. Our next report takes you behind the scenes of the Aramco IPO.
Saudi Aramco was supposed to have a blockbuster debut on the stock exchange. And the kingdom's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman was willing to go to any extent to make it happen. Bloomberg reports that bin Salman insisted on a stratospheric valuation, $2 trillion to be precise. Something that would make Saudi Aramco the most valuable business in the world. But the problem was, nobody agreed with the Crown Prince. For nearly 4 years, leading banks in the world worked on plans to get Aramco listed in the market. Executives from the kingdom travelled from Boston to London and Tokyo. They met fund managers from virtually every major bank with one demand. The valuation of Saudi Aramco should not be less than $2 trillion. Valuation is an estimate of how much a business is worth. A higher valuation would mean the kingdom would be able to raise more money. It also makes for a good headline. Saudi Arabia faced a major backlash after the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. A successful listing would have helped in rebuilding the image of the kingdom. But Saudi Aramco received a cold reception from Western banks and investors. They believe this company is worth anywhere between $1.2 to $1.5 trillion and not a penny more. There were many who tried to reason with the Crown Prince. Among them was Khalid Al Fali, a former chairman of Aramco and an oil minister. According to the Bloomberg report, both of them were sacked and pushed aside. When reality struck, the kingdom decided to ignore foreign investors and list Aramco at home. Claims have emerged that the Saudi government pressured rich and influential families to buy Aramco stock at a premium. Even then, the Crown Prince had to settle for a $1.7 trillion valuation for the kingdom's crown jewel. But high demand for the stock drove up the price. Ultimately, bin Salman has got his way. When the first day of trade ended, Aramco's market value touched $1.9 trillion. The next day, the stock broke the $2 trillion mark. Aramco's debut has defied market expectations, but the kingdom has failed to meet its initial targets. Back in 2016, Riyadh wanted to raise as much as $100 billion by selling off a part of the company. The lukewarm international response has forced bin Salman to scale back his plans. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.